Hi everyone, welcome to the PasigoDesign watercolor channel on YouTube. Yay! All right, today I'm going to be starting some lessons, watercolor lessons, and first one will be on doing washes. Now I'm picking a piece of paper, just a sample piece of paper to practice on, and I urge you to do that without, blowing your budget on day one of painting. I bought this watercolor paper from Walmart and I've been experimenting with it just for trial stuff, and it works reasonably well. So let's do this. I'm going to take a little bit of tape and I'm going to separate my sheet of paper a couple of ways. I have 4 squares, and we can do some washes in these 4 squares. And if you don't like what they look like, then that's fine. We do another one. Once you've practiced a few times, then grab yourself a good piece of maybe arches, or I have some Biohong that I really like lately, and I just tried out some Meeden paper. Works really nicely. So to start, just to get rid of that fear, we're going to do this on something that you won't feel bad about if you don't succeed. Try and try again, right? So I've mixed some paints here. We've got Hansa Yellow Medium, got some Quin Rose and some Phthalo Blue. I'm just going to use one color to start. So I'm picking a brush that holds a lot of water and one that is also a square brush, but you can pick so many different types of brushes, and it's whatever works for you, but the brush will make a difference for you. You'll find one that kind of clicks and then you'll say, oh, I like that. So I'm taking the color from my well and I'm just applying it across the top, and I'm going to go back and forth and create a bead at the bottom. And you'll see the bead there's a bead there because you'll see that there's a little puddle of water at the bottom of each stroke. Now you won't see that too well maybe with the yellow, but you're going to see it a lot better on the video with the other colors. And all I'm doing is I'm touching that bead and I'm adding color to the bottom. I'm also tilting my board up a little bit just so the colors can go down to the bottom of the paper. Okay, I'm getting close to the bottom here, and I'm just going to stop at this little green line, and then I'll let it sit. So if there's any extra paint at the bottom that's pooling, I try to just pick it up with a coffee filter. It works really nicely as an absorbent paper to pick up all those little extra areas of liquid. So here's my first wash. The second one we're going to do is, so this was an even wash, same color, up and down. We didn't change the mix that we had here. For the second one, we're going to do, I'll pick some of this red. We're going to do a graded wash. And a graded wash is basically starting the same way, but what I'm doing now is finding my bead. All right, and then once I find my bead and I have enough of a bead there, I can go in here and add some water just to dilute the color with water. Because what I'm trying to do now is reduce the intensity of this color. I want it to get a little lighter. And as I go down, still picking up that bead, I can see that the color is getting lighter. And it's just simply because I've been applying water as opposed to paint. And this is called, this graded effect is called the graded wash. All right, the next one, let's check that little border here again. Is there any color that can come up here? Yeah, there's a little bit of extra water. Let's just get that off of there. And the reason we want to do that is because once this starts to dry, the colors will go up. If there's too much water here, it starts to go up into your painting, and then it'll distort the color. I see some actually forming over here. Now this paper is not properly anchored. We would normally tape all the way around. For this exercise, I just wanted to do something quickly to show you what this was all about. The next one we're going to do is variegated wash, and typically what that means is we're going to be mixing the different colors together. So for the variegated wash, let's just start with, let's try with maybe some of this yellow here at the top. Make sure I have a bead. I need a lot of pigment, or I should say pigmented water. Okay, now I can go to the next well and put another color in here. And I'm still tilting my board here so that I can get a better dripping, or the colors can sort of go down towards the bottom of the paper more easily. Now I just added a little bit of water here just to dilute that red, but I still have my bead. And then I'll grab some blue. There's a good bead here, you can see it. And I'll just grab a little bit more. I think I have enough here to do the rest right down to the bottom. Grabbing that down, here we go. So what we've done here is a variegated wash. And the variegated wash is basically the way that we can build backgrounds where we want to change the color. Perhaps we want to do a sea water with a sky, or vice versa, sky with landforms, and we want to separate the two. But at this point, when we're at that stage of the painting, maybe we don't want some very strong lines yet. Maybe we just want the effect to be very soft and just merging, one color merging into the other. Then we build up more of the details with darker colors. So we can use this in so many different ways, and for so many different subjects, that's why it becomes a key in watercolor to learn how to do these. Now the next one I'm going to do, I call it a blob, and it's an idea of colors mixing together to create different other colors and without being so structured and consistently accurate. So, but what I do want though is I want a nice blending of colors, and I want it to mix on the paper in the same way that it mixed here, but just more randomly. So let's do that one. Now I'm going to use a calligraphy brush for this one, because I do like calligraphy brushes for a lot of things. And let's just say that I want all those three colors. So let's start with yellow. I'm going to start into the corner here, and notice that just by doing this, I already have that bead. It's there, it's just not there on the edges perhaps. So my next color should come to the edge and touch the bead. And let's do that again. The next color, which is, I'm still picking my red, going down here and adding to the bead. Let's grab some blue. Now I'm ignoring this side. I can't ignore this side. Everything has to flow down. So let's just add some more over here. Big beads here. That's good. Means I can leave that alone for a little while and work on this one here. Okay, big beads. Yellow maybe. I'm just mixing, letting the colors mingle on the paper as they wish. And take some of that water out because I'm at the bottom of my paper now. And you see that I still have a bead, but I don't over here at the bottom. So let's grab that bead and hurry up to the bottom of this paper to finish that off there. So this kind of background and this kind of color mixing is really, really spontaneous, one, and exciting, and has a lot of potential to do different things. Now, some people don't like that and say, well, I don't know what to paint on that. But the thing is, your background is going to dry a lot lighter. And once it's dry, you may actually start seeing things. So it's kind of like doing the reverse. You're not painting an object. You're painting a background, then you're painting an object on top of it. A lot of the paintings that I do start off this way because I like to do negative painting. So I need the base to get me started on whatever it is I want to put on that image or on that paper. So let's just pull these off. Still wet. It shouldn't be too bad. All right. Oops. All right. There we go. Now this, again, was on this paper. And if you do this on a piece of good paper, it will look different, but it will still look very nice. And I just want to show you that you can do this exercise on any paper and practice. Do it till you feel like you're getting it right, then pull out your arches and then start painting. And here we go. I had a couple of others here that I had prepared. They're all on the same paper. And then the next time I will do that on another piece of paper, which is going to be my final painting paper. Thanks for watching. See you the next time.